Hello everyone! Oops, sorry, I forgot to remove my mask. Take two. Hello everyone, this is me, Gonzales from FIN184 of Philippine Literature class. And welcome to my first ever vlog! Good day everyone. Sorry, I'm not feeling well today so that I need to wear my mask. Anyway, in today's video, we're going to react, criticize, or I will try to give my deepest analysis based on its element to a poem written in English by a Filipino author. Disclaimer, I will not read this poem to you, but you can find it to the link shown below, or you can search it. I think it is available on Google. So let's start. The poem that I chose is entitled On Language by Cirilo F. Bautista. By the way, Cirilo F. Bautista is a national artist for literature way back 2014, and he is multi-awarded poet. First of all, I will give you some techniques on how to read the poet. First, read it straight, devoid of any interpretation. Second, carefully read the poem. Focus on the title, speakers, or any repetition on the poem. Third, read the poem aloud. And fourth, paraphrase the poem in your own words. And lastly, make an explanation and interpretation of it. So back to the analysis of the On Language by Cirilo F. Bautista. Apparently, the poem is written in first-person point of view, as suggested by the use of the pronoun I. Trivia. One technique to analyze the persona is to look for the pronouns. So, I could say that the voice or the one speaking in the poem could be the poet or author himself. However, it is pointed out that an immigrant is the persona in the poem. When we talk about the addressee, I think it could be any reader. The poem goes out to the people in order to show them how being an immigrant can put the life at peril. Next, when we talk about the type of poetry, it could be sorted under the lyric poetry wherein a single persona is involved. Line number 14 in the poem suggests that the persona is currently stepping on a foreign land. It's stated that I am somewhere outside my skin, my new language. Moreover, line number 11 suggests that he is an immigrant from the East. Take note of that. Immigrant from the East. Again, maybe it could be the author himself, being a cosmopolitan person during his novel days. To prove, here's the statement of national artist Francisco Sionil Jose during the demise of Cirilo F. Bautista. You can pause the video to better understand the statement. I will show it. So going back, this is just a sneak peek that one might have to be able to say that Bautista was so profound in his literary works, and that is because he was once called a traveler. Take note of that word. And perhaps the experience allowed him to write what his heart speaks. However, to reiterate, the persona in the poem is clearly an immigrant. It is different from being a cosmopolitan person who just loves traveling. Going back to the poem, jumping on the line number 26, the persona took a boat going to France. Perhaps France could be the country he or she is currently residing in. Meanwhile, the poem provides a vivid picturesque of the surrounding through the suggested imagery on lines number 4, 5, 8 and 9. Line number 4 and 5 states that, you can see it below, it shows personification through the luggage. A luggage will not sit fat and ready to drag itself somewhere. Line 8 and 9 shows a simile. You can see it below again. Things started to get significant to the title, which talks about the language. Line number 15 shows a simile where the speaker likens stone to his or her wobbling words. Taking line into account, I'm pertaining to line number 15, it was clearly how the stone was symbolized as the speaker's language. Also, the stones could symbolize his or her opinion on the matter that was going on in the country he or she is in. There were some rhymes incorporated by it, but they do not make the entire poem follow a rhyming scheme. The first two lines having rhyming ending, but the following lines do not follow a rhyme scheme anymore. Also, the number of each syllables does follow a pattern. Thus, I could say that the poem is a free verse. As the latter part suggests, there could have been some sort of commotion happening in the place the speaker is at. Line number 17, or rather line number 37, talks about the people's anguish and hall of justice. In this sense, it could be enough to contextualize that there might have been conflict between the state and the people. And at the last line, the speaker chooses not to roll the stones too much, suggesting that it was none of his or her business after all to take part. Besides, the atmosphere that the speaker is suggesting creates a picture of culture shock within the country. Overall, the tone appears to be gloomy. I felt a little discomfort after reading the poem because it involves a risky situation that a person has to deal with. The line which says, "Say it again," they say, "very kind but impatient," suggests how people from that country will deal with that persona. Also, line 27 shows how people in the country want to wrap the persona in their language. For repetition, words stone and mouth have been repeated twice in lines number 15 and 41. Stone being represented as the language and the mouth representing the vessel. There were no refrains in the poem. So to sum it up, my, I think, very formal vlog, the theme of the poem is ingrained in the toilsome experience of an immigrant migrating to other country with less assurance and security is a very disorienting experience. The persona is an immigrant. We do not know how an immigrant lives his or her life. We only hear about them through news or published online or offline. And usually, their experiences are legitimately not good, and they have to be careful in each decision to pull through the situation. I think the universal truth here in this poem is all about the culture shock. For the particular scene in the poem, the persona undergoes some setting adjustment and has to do with language barrier. The persona even has to face the impatient people that act like they want to spend time to understand his or her language. So that's it. For me, it is hard to analyze a poem because I think it requires critical thinking or critical analysis. Honestly, I'm not good in English, but I think I did my best. So that's it. I hope you like my video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for you to be updated on my latest video. I hope this is not the last time of my video or my vlog. So don't forget to follow my social media accounts. Thank you. Bye.